Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. It's your channel Histales, and let me tell you, I'm more excited than a penguin in a tux because today we've got something super exciting for you. We're diving into the top 10 facts you didn't know. Get ready to have your minds blown because these facts are wilder than a giraffe on a roller coaster. All right, buckle up, Buttercup, because we're kicking things off with a historical head-scratcher. This isn't your typical history lesson, so get ready for a wild ride through time. You know, wars, right? Big, long, messy affairs that drag on for years, sometimes even decades. They involve countless battles, strategies, and unfortunately, a lot of casualties. Well, not always. Believe it or not, the shortest war in history lasted a whopping 38 minutes. That's right, just 38 minutes. You could probably make a cup of coffee and still have time to spare. To put that into perspective, you could barely finish a game of Monopoly in that time. Imagine starting a game and before you even pass go for the second time, the war is already over. This lightning-fast conflict all went down in 1896 between the mighty British Empire and the small island nation of Zanzibar. It was a classic David versus Goliath scenario. Apparently the Sultan of Zanzibar wasn't too keen on British rule, so he, declared war. He probably thought he could stand his ground, but boy was he in for a surprise. But the Brits weren't messing around. They brought in the big guns, literally. With their superior naval firepower, they launched a fierce attack. After a brief exchange of cannon fire, the Sultan realized he was outmatched and called it quits. Talk about a quick surrender. In less time than it takes to watch an episode of your favorite TV show, the war was over and the British had claimed victory. And that's the story of the shortest war ever. Okay, next up we've got a fact that's sweeter than a beehive full of gummy bears. Did you know that honey is one of the few foods that can last forever? That's right, it never spoils. You know how some things just never seem to go bad, like that jar of pickles in the back of your fridge or that can of beans in your pantry? Well, honey takes it to a whole new level. Well, honey is like the king of that. It's the ultimate champion of longevity in the food world. Archaeologists have actually found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old. Imagine discovering a treasure trove of golden sweetness that has stood the test of time. And get this, the honey is still edible. Can you believe that? It's like opening a time capsule and finding a delicious treat inside. It's like the ultimate survival food. Whether you're camping in the wilderness or preparing for an emergency, honey is a must-have. Scientists say it's because honey has this magical combination of low moisture content, high acidity, and a special enzyme that kills bacteria. This unique trio makes honey an incredible natural preservative. So next time you're craving something sweet, grab a spoonful of honey. And think about those ancient Egyptians. They knew a thing or two about preserving the good stuff. Honey isn't just a treat, it's a marvel of nature's engineering. Alright, get ready for this one because it's a real mind-bender. Prepare to have your fruit-loving world turned upside down. Bananas, those long yellow things we all know and love, are actually berries. I know, right? It's bananas. But botanically speaking, a berry is a fruit that develops from a single ovary and contains multiple seeds. And guess what? Bananas fit the bill. But here's the real kicker. Strawberries aren't berries. They're actually something called aggregate fruits, which means they develop from multiple ovaries of a single flower. Who knew the world of fruit could be so complicated? Chapter 4. Venus, where a day is longer than a year. Alright, Space Cadets, get ready to blast off because we're about to explore the wacky world of Venus. This planet is often called Earth's twin because of its similar size and composition, but trust me, it's a whole different ballgame out there. Now, on Earth we're used to a day being 24 hours and a year being 365 days. We wake up, go about our day and sleep, all within this familiar cycle. But on Venus, things are a little different. Imagine a place where the concept of time is turned on its head. You see, Venus rotates so slowly that a single day on Venus lasts a mind-boggling 243 Earth days. That's right, if you were standing on Venus, you'd experience the longest day of your life. But here's the real kicker. Venus zips around the sun so fast that its year is only 225 Earth days long. So, while you're still waiting for the sun to set, Venus has already completed its journey around the sun. That means a day on Venus is actually longer than a year on Venus. It's a topsy-turvy world where the sun rises in the west and sets in the east, and the sky is a perpetual twilight. It's enough to make your head spin faster than a Venus flytrap. So next time you think your day is dragging on, just remember, it could be worse. You could be on Venus. Chapter 5. More stars than grains of sand. Okay, folks, get ready to feel really, really small, because this next fact is going to blow your mind wider than the Milky Way. Have you ever been to the beach and tried to count all the grains of sand? It's impossible, right? Well, there are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on all the Earth's beaches combined. Can you even fathom that? Scientists estimate that there are trillions upon trillions of stars out there, and that's just in the observable universe. It's enough to make you realize just how vast and mysterious the cosmos truly is. At Chapter 6. Octopuses, 3 hearts, 8 arms, all awesome. All right, ocean lovers, get ready to dive into the deep end with this one. Octopuses, those 8-armed wonders of the sea, are some of the most fascinating creatures on the planet. And guess what? They have 3 hearts. That's right, 3 hearts. 2 of their hearts pump blood through their gills, while the 3rd heart keeps their organs flowing. And, as if that wasn't cool enough, octopuses are also incredibly intelligent. They can solve puzzles, use tools, and even recognize individual humans. They're like the Einsteins of the ocean. Chapter 7. The Eiffel Tower Growing Pains. All right, let's jet over to Paris for this next fact, shall we? The Eiffel Tower, that iconic symbol of France, is already pretty tall, right? But did you know that it can actually grow taller during the summer? It's true. You see, the Eiffel Tower is made of iron, and like most metals, iron expands when it gets hot. So on those scorching summer days in Paris, the Eiffel Tower can grow up to 15 centimeters taller. That's like adding another 6 inches to its already impressive height. Talk about a growth spurt. Chapter 8. Lightning, the ultimate toaster. Okay, this next fact is going to make you think twice the next time you hear thunder. Lightning, that electrifying force of nature, is no joke. A single bolt of lightning contains enough energy to toast 100,000 slices of bread. Can you imagine? That's enough toast to feed a small army. It's no wonder they say you shouldn't stand under a tree during a thunderstorm. You might just end up as crispy as a piece of burnt toast. Chapter 9. Bananas are distant cousins. Okay, get ready for a fact that's both strange and strangely fascinating. Humans share 50% of their DNA with bananas. I know, right? It sounds crazy, but it's true. We may look and act nothing like bananas, but at the genetic level, we're more similar than you might think. It just goes to show that life on Earth is interconnected in ways we're only just beginning to understand. Chapter 10. The Pringles Man, resting in peace, and a can. And last but not least, we've got a fact that's both quirky and a little bit morbid. Fred Bauer, the inventor of the iconic Pringles can, had a rather unusual request for his final resting place. He wanted to be buried in one of his creations, and guess what? His family honored his wishes. When Bauer passed away in 2008, his ashes were placed in a Pringles can and buried in his grave. It's a fitting tribute to the man who brought us those perfectly stacked chips. And there you have it, folks. 10 mind-blowing facts that will make you the life of your next Zoom call. Which fact blew your mind the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing content. See you next time.